The third Sunday of the month, the date being 19th day of May, the year being 2024. You're just in time for the latest in the world of news here on TV 47. We have so much lined up for you on our afternoon broadcast. But first, the highlights. Thousands of flood victims in Tana Delta appeal for relief food.
Tunatumia maji ya mtoni, hiyo maji tuko chafu lakini tunatumia hiyo.
Eastern Region Security Committee urges vigilance against second-generation alcohol.
We cannot have a strong nation when our youth are getting lost because of consumption of alcohol.
More than 600 families affected by flash floods in informal settlements in Kiambu County receives food donations.
Where we are working on a system of food redistribution.
Turkana County is set to implement laws aimed at protecting donkeys from abuse and exploitation. Once again, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Moige William. Let us keep you informed. Starting off, thousands of Tana Delta sub-county residents in Tana River County are in dire need of relief food, fresh water and shelter after their houses were swept away by floods. The worst hit areas is Kipini West, where villages were completely submerged and residents were forced to seek alternative refuge in neighboring villages which are on safe grounds where they have established camps. About 10 schools have been submerged and children have not reported to schools as the learning facilities are completely inaccessible.
Hii hali ambayo iko hapa sasa ni hali ambayo hairidhishi. Hii kambi ya Marafa iko na vijiji 7. Kama jamii ya Mwanja paka Darga paka Samicha Odole wako hapa. Hata hii mji shirikisho na Mbelezoni wote na Marafa wote wameathirika kwa sababu wote wamekusanyika hapa. Serikali ya Kenya juzi wakati Mahio ilipopata ile ajali, dunia mzima imekusanyika hapo. Paka the president ameenda pale. Sisi wakaji wa Kipini West, wakaji wa Tana Delta, kwani tumekosea nani ama Mungu tutambia nini uhai yetu?
Tunatumia maji ya mtoni, hiyo maji tuko chafu lakini tunatumia hiyo. Na dawa imeishia sasa, hakuna dawa. Japo tena hawa watoto hakuna mahali shule naenda. Shule manyewe hakuna mahali nasoma. Tunakaa tu kama kienyeji sasa, kama zamani. Sasa serikali tukumbuke, tulete mambo yetu ya sawa sawa. Sasa sisi tuko shida hapa usione.
Shamba yangu karibu wa miezi 2. Yote mehama maji. Imeakirika. Sasa serikali hakuna. MCA hakuna.
Sasa kitu kama namna hii hakuna. Na serikali imesema shule imeshafunguliwa, watoto waende kwa shule. Hapo sisi tunakaa, hakuna mambo ya mbuzi wala ng'ombe. Jamii hii ambao umekusanyika hapa, hivi sasa kila mtu ameshatoka kwake na hakula chakula. Watu wameshashika na njaa. Mimi sifichi wa serikali kama hiko serikali kweli. Kitokea kesho bai saa ngapi? Saa 7 tunasubiri serikali. Kama haja kuja sisi hatuko kwa mkono wa serikali.
That is the situation in Tana Delta. Now let us shift our focus to Suba sub-county, whereby in Sikri village, that is the Suba North sub-county, the educational aspirations of around 50 students are under threat as they struggle to attend school. Those who do manage to go must contend with dangerous presence of hippos. Speaking at Amunam, where the water levels continue to rise, a resident, that is Mary Sikai, expressed concern that their children can no longer reach the school because it's the only route available. She also highlighted the added fear caused by the frequent attacks from hippos. Another resident, that is Brighton Omondi, appealed to both the county and national government to intervene and assist the community.
Watoto hata vile wanaenda shuleni hawawezi. Sisi tunahangaika. Wanaume vile wanaenda kutafutia waende na pikipiki hakuna. Kuna hapa koroko time iko mingi, kuna manini, kuna mabibogo wanauma watoto. Sasa sisi tumechoka. Unazaa mtoto akusaidie kesho, mtoto anakuwa kiwete. Sasa serikali mnatuona sisi tulipika kura ama tu kupika kura.
So the main challenge our pupils and students are going through under this thing is that we are using this little boat here. So it's take a lot of time so that they can cross over when they are going to school and when they are coming back from school. So that's the main challenge we are going through as the resident of this place. The second thing is that there are animals over here, wild animals. There is hippo. Last time we experienced a hippo attack last time. So we are really requesting the government so that they can come over here to assess this situation that the residents are going through over here.
Sana watoto, tuko na watoto wanaenda, kuna secondary hapa juu inaitwa Nduru, so lazima wapite huku wakienda Nduru shule. So hapo ndio shida sana. Shida ni ya sasa watoto. Hapa imefurika. Tuko na wanyama wengi hapa hivi wanatusumbua sana. So we were just requesting for help.
All right, quite a concern there in Suba. Elsewhere, shifting gears, the Eastern Region Security Committee has warned residents to remain vigilant on the second generation and illicit brews, although highlighting its manufacture and also distribution has been reduced to more than 60%, while urging the residents to provide what they term as more information to the security agents while tackling these particular menace. Speaking during the installation of Ngandori East, that is the Chief Francis Karenga at the Embu North Sub-County offices, Eastern Region Coordinator Paul Rotich warned the business community to stop trading in the second generation alcoholic trade. Manyata Member of Parliament, that is Gitonga Mukonji, echoing the Regional Commissioner, called on the government to put more sanctions on manufacturers of illicit brew.
We cannot have a strong nation when our youth are getting lost because of consumption of alcohol na drugs. So nataka sisi, kama wewe unafanya hiyo biashara, wachana nayo. Kama sisi tunajua mtu fulani anafanya, wacha hiyo taarifa ifikie wale wa maofisa wa usalama. Na tutakuwa umefanya sehemu yako. Kupeana taarifa peke yake tutakuwa tumefanya 90% ya kazi. 90%. Ukipeana hiyo taarifa peke yake na action ichukuliwe, tunafikisha 100. Na utakuwa umefanya sehemu yako, and that is the right thing to do for us.
Hii pombe mnasikia the second generation. Hii pombe inatoka Nairobi. Inapita inakuja all the way, inafika kwa vijiji zetu. Hawa wanasukumana na wale watu wanataka kuuza hiyo pombe. Mimi RC ile kitu nitakuomba, wacha tuongee hiyo pombe pale kuingia Nairobi. Isiingie hapa Embu kutoka Nairobi. Ili tuweze kusave vijana wetu. Kwa chief na polisi wetu, mkipatana mlevi usimuweke ndani, weka yeye kwa gari, peleka yeye mpaka nyumbani. Peleka yeye mpaka nyumbani. Ama ni aje? Kwa sababu huyo si ati yeye ni kutaka kwake. Maybe alikuwa anaenda sherehe. Maybe alikuwa anaenda kujienjoy, ni birthday yake. Lakini akapatana na kale kapombe ka second generation. Kenye ukikunywa mara 2 hivi, mara ya 3 utakunywa bila ihari kwa sababu you are already an addict.
Listen to this. After enduring 15 years of severe water shortages, the residents of Harawa in Tarbaj, that is, are finally experiencing relief. This significant improvement is the result of the dedicated efforts of their Member of Parliament, Hussein Abdi Bare. Recent successful drilling and pump testing have led to the provision of soft and fresh waters to the community. This development is particularly crucial for the local school and hospitals, both of which have a high demand for water. Residents have expressed their joy and gratitude for this essential resource, which will significantly enhance their quality of life and more so well-being.
We also thank the area MP for putting much effort on how to get water here in Harawa, with other names also called Ruwei. Harawa, we are very happy, both as community and also as leaders, because During the campaign, I remember very well, we were sitting under a acacia tree. The people of Harawa were having two main concerns. One of them was water.
Ilikuwa na shida ya maji muda mrefu. Vile tuliambiwa almost 13 years. Hii mahali iko na shule, iko na population ya almost 4,000-5,000 people. Households yake ni mingi na haikuwa na maji. Tulikuwa tumeambiwa kulikuwa na mate hapa, ili mtu alikufa hapa mwaka tuliopita. Ilisemekana hiyo mtu alikuwa 24 hours alikuwa nje ya miti, chini ya miti, akiwa anangojea maji kuletwa kutoka 35 kilometers.
We like to thank the area MP Honorable Hussein Abdibarre for his efforts to drill this borehole here, and as we can see, everybody is happy here. This center has been surviving on water tracking. You know, there are so many centers that have been given water through water tracking by the county government. Now, if this center got water, then it's reducing the burden.
All right, and now to some developing news whereby we are having a live press briefing by Hussein Mohammed, one of the top officials from State House. There is a press briefing on President William Ruto's state visit to the United States of America, whereby he is expected to jet out of the country later this afternoon. Let us cross over to Harambee House and listen to what Hussein is stating currently.
Vice President Kamala Harris, exploring the potential for expanding the U.S.-Kenya digital partnership. He'll also pay a visit to the Pentagon, where the President will highlight Kenya-U.S. defense partnership in the fight against terrorism, extremism, and other emerging areas, including cybersecurity. So that's a brief itinerary. Of course, there's a lot more, and they'll be announced during the visit, and I'm sure you'll be following. Let me now give some time to the Principal Secretary to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Hussein. I think that captures the breadth and length of the visit. I think really what is important is that this state visit signifies a deepening in the relationship between the United States and Kenya, and the areas of partnership, particularly in the peace and security area, will be one of the major areas of focus. Aside from that, like Hussein has mentioned, there will be huge emphasis on trade and investment. And in particular in the area of trade, as you know, the AGOA framework that has facilitated commodities from the continent to access US market quota-free and on preferential terms is lapsing next year. It is important that that framework be extended or be amended in a way that facilitates expansion of access to the US market by African commodities. Again, I think just to mention, the focus will be heavy.
All right. Speaking right there is the Principal Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Abraham Korir Singoi, and earlier on speaking was State House spokesperson Hussein Mohammed. More details in a subsequent bulletin. We have our very own Micah Gongo right there. All hands on deck. Now, elsewhere, a section of Kenya Internally Displaced Persons Organization have vehemently condemned the gathering dubbed Limuru 3, held on Friday the 17th. Led by their chairperson Peter Tana, the members criticized the organizers over what they termed as an attempt to gain political relevance by sowing discord among Kenyans rather than addressing the plight of those affected by floods. The group deems the meeting as unproductive, lacking in constructive dialogue, and only serving to potentially fuel tribal tensions, labeling it as a waste of time. They emphasize the urgent need for leaders to prioritize uniting Kenyans and focusing on tangible solutions to alleviate the suffering of floods-affected communities.
Ni mambo ya siasa wakati huu, tunawaomba hawa hata huyu Martha Karua awache mambo ya siasa wakati huu. Wananchi wameumia.
Ule mkutano wa Limuru haukuwa assembly, the right of assembly, ati vile inavyokuwa, hapana. Tena ajabu iliyoko kumtaja rais mstaafu. Ni hatari kabisa. Umemtaja na mmemtaja na rais mstaafu na mnasema kuwa unamchagua kama msemaji wa kuendeleza matakwa ya Central Province.
Sasa mbona Martha Karua unataka kuchafua ile mbegu mzuri ambayo Presidenti Uhuru alipanda? Unakuja kumtoa kule amestaafu, lakini unamuingiza hapa kumweka matope. Lakini sasa wakati huu unaanza kusema ati hutambui serikali yenye iko.
Wamama wanatakaga amani, sio siasa, amani. Juu sasa kukiwa na funjo na kukiwa na furugu, wamama ndio huumia na watoto, sio hawa.
Sasa jambo ambalo tunataka kuangazia ni wakati hii mvua ambayo inanyesha. Kuna watu wengi ambao hawana makao, wengine tunaona wanakaa nje. Martha Karua, ungejitolea hata kama ni milioni yako moja, Wakenya wakuone kweli unawajali masilahi. Wale watoto wanateseka pale na njaa na baridi, uweze kuwasaidia.
Okay, 16 minutes past 1 p.m. now. Time for a short commercial break, but do stay with TV47. More news on the other side of the break.
Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, reminds all business owners, including those who are not registered for VAT, to electronically generate and transmit their invoices to KRA via eTIMS. Log on to www.kra.go.ke to register and learn more about our eTIMS solutions and start invoicing your transactions today. The general public is also encouraged to request for an electronically generated receipt with every purchase. Together, let's ensure transparency and accountability for a greater future. VUCA to eTIMS today. Kenya Revenue Authority. Tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee.
All right, welcome back and thank you for keeping it TV47. Now, to more news. Turkana County is set to implement laws aimed at protecting donkeys from abuse and exploitation. The proposed legislation will create proper identification and registration of donkeys, regulate their movement, and impose heavy penalties on those caught engaging in illegal trade or mistreatment. Speaking at the Lodwar Sale Market, Assistant County Commissioner Michael Keguta stated that theft has led to a significant decline in the donkey population. He emphasized that the government will conduct thorough investigations to identify those responsible for the thefts in Lodwar.
Jaribu kamati kutoka County Commissioner kwamba ikuwe na wenye tutaweza kuingia hapa katikati yenyu ndio tuweze kujua nani mwenye anafanya hii kazi yote.
Tunataka tustaki mtu mmoja ambaye anakuanga kwa hii forum ya punda. Tustaki mtu hata kama yeye ndio chama ni ya seli ya wanyama. Tumshtaki ndio ajue iko na sheria ya mtu mwenye anachezea punda.
Tungependa kuhimiza sisi wote kama washikadau tutunze punda, pia tuweze kuweka manani mambo ya ngozi na mambo ya wizi.
Na tumekuzia yale magonjwa na changamoto ambaye punda wanaotangamana wakiwa katika vijijini, na tumewahimiza wenye punda wahakikishe siku zote ambapo wanaona wanyama wao hawana afya mzuri wahudumie kwa kutafutia zile veterinary services.
Miraa and Mogoka traders in Mombasa have agreed to comply with measures proposed by the county government of Mombasa to regulate the sale and distribution of Miraa and Mogoka across the coastal town. During a courtesy call to Mombasa Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir, a Meru County delegation led by Meru Senator Kathuri Murungi, along with the business community, reiterated the appeal to the county government to revise the proposed licensing fee before it is ratified by the county assembly once they return from recess.
lakini uwezo wetu ni kuweza kuhakikisha kwa zile stimulants zenye kuleta matatizo hususan kwa watoto, we can be able to come with ways to regulate. Na as we are doing that, ijulikane wazi ya kwa miraa na mogoka has been classified as a crash crop. Kwa hivyo serikali ya county haina njia ya kusema kwa we are banning. What we can do is put regulations so that isiumize wenye kufanya biashara, but more important isiumize wale jamii yetu. Na as we are doing that, our stand remains one, tayari tumefanya mapping na tumepeana notices of closure kwa maduka kadhaa yenye kuuza hususan mogoka nje ya shule mita 100, pia vile vile mita 100 nje ya misikiti na makanisa. It still stands ya kwa leseni ya wale wenye kufanya biashara hii ni tofauti. It still stands the county government right now, na hizi ni sheria ambazo kwamba tayari zipo.
All right, there is a reason for celebration among young people, or the young people in Nyandarua County who have completed their Form 4 education but lack funds to continue with their education. This follows the inauguration of a program dubbed the Enterprise E-Commerce and Training in it, and in collaboration with the Nyandarua National Government Affirmative Fund. In it aims to assist youths in obtaining training in business management. Young people in Nyandarua stand to benefit significantly from this collaborative program with the National Government Affirmative Fund.
This initiative represents a significant step in empowering our youth in the spheres of e-commerce, entrepreneurship, and trade. In a world that is increasingly driven by digital innovation and economic dynamism, it is imperative that we equip our young people with the skills and knowledge necessary to thrive in the modern economy. Through this program, participants will not only gain practical skills in areas such as digital marketing, financial management, and market analysis, but also be instilled with entrepreneurial spirit and mindset needed to navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities of the business world.
Sisi tumeshukuru sana hata yeye kuona ya kuwa tuna ule ushirikiano mzuri wa Nyandarua National Polytechnic na Women Rep Office na Equity Bank, ili tushikane mikono tusaidie hao vijana na watafaidi. Wamefurahia kabisa, kwanza leo wamefurahia zaidi. Alikuwa ametupa nafasi kama Nyandarua National Polytechnic tulikuwa tuna 125 slots, lakini leo amefungua na wamefurahi kabisa. Amesema hakuna mwanafunzi atarudishwa mwenye atajiandikisha tukiendelea na masomo Saturday ijayo.
St. Elizabeth Girls Secondary School in West Pokot County has earned praise for its outstanding efforts, not only as a refuge for girls escaping early forced marriages and female genital mutilation, but also for its commitment to environmental conservation. According to Caroline Menach, the school's principal, St. Elizabeth is a sanctuary for numerous girls who have fled from FGM and other retrogressive practices. These girls have now turned to the cultivation of tree seedlings in partnership with Perur Rays of Hope presently. The school provides full scholarship for over 70 girls through the initiative alone. Menach encourages other educational institutions to emulate these endeavors, emphasizing the importance of such activities in combating the impacts of climate change.
We are intending to plant 3,000 seedlings today within our compound. We've seen the benefits of having trees within our compound, being an arid area, and we started the program long ago of planting trees. We've seen the change of the environment within here. It has been so conducive. We've given out 20,000 seedlings to other institutions within West Pokot County. And we are so grateful for the partnership that we've had with the Ministry of Education
the Teacher Service Commission and the County Commissioner's Office, the administration, for the support that they've given us, and also the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. Being a dry area, we get the soil from Kamatira Forest, and the Ministry of Forestry has been so supportive to ensure that schools get the right soil to raise the seedlings.
I want to appreciate the principal, the teachers of this school, and the board, and the students, and even the workers, the support staff, for embracing this exercise of joining the president